This trick's called Space Jam. Here's what it looks like. To start, you're going to throw a whip to kamikaze. Then you're going to pop the yo-yo to the back of the string into a gyroscopic flop. YoTricks already has tutorials up of both of these if you want to go check them out. Next, you're going to pop the yo-yo straight up behind the top string into a UFO over your opposite arm. There's a lot going on in this part of the trick. So the first thing you want to be thinking about is when you pop the yo-yo up into the air, your yo-yo hand is going to move around the front and under the yo-yo. This will remove the wrap around the bearing. At the same time, you want your opposite hand to pass the front of the yo-yo and your yo-yo hand, leaving you in a position that looks like you're holding a tray at a restaurant. Before starting the motion, with your opposite hand, remove all your fingers except for the index. While performing the motion, make sure you hook the string with your finger so it doesn't fall off. When you're first practicing this trick, you may find that the string gets twisted during the UFO, so there's a few things you can try to do to avoid that. First, make sure you pop the yo-yo straight up into the air and move your opposite arm underneath instead of trying to pop the yo-yo out to the side over your arm. If you're still having trouble with it at this point, you can try to exaggerate the movement with your opposite arm and push it out even further than before. Once you've successfully gotten into the UFO, then you're going to pop the yo-yo over your opposite arm and catch it in a finger spin. You'll notice the string's still on my opposite hand, and this will set us up for the next part of the trick. To make landing the finger spin easier, you want to catch the yo-yo with a little give. What I mean by that is you want to follow the motion of the yo-yo downward as it lands on your finger. You also want to make sure that you don't pop the yo-yo too high or too far. Next, you're going to pop the yo-yo up into a recapture, spin it all the way around into a bind. Immediately after popping out of the finger spin, you want to point your yo-yo hand downward, push your index finger into the string, forcing the yo-yo into the mount. To set yourself up for the recapture, you want to start by grabbing the string coming off your yo-yo finger with your pinky and your ring finger. I usually like to do this while transitioning between the UFO and the finger spin, as you can see. In order to land the recapture, the yo-yo string has to be perfectly lined up with the gap of the yo-yo. In order to do this, you want to make sure your hands are straight. To make this happen, you want to bend over a little bit, put your opposite hand under your elbow. Of course, it's a lot more difficult when the yo-yo is spinning. Once you land the recapture, let go of the string with your opposite hand, swing the yo-yo around while following the motion with your body. When you're ready to bind, swing the yo-yo above your arm once and let go to bind. 2 tips for this part of the trick. You want to make sure to hook the string with your finger so it doesn't fall off. And as you're swinging the yo-yo above your arm, you may find that you're hitting yourself in the eye, nose, teeth. To avoid this, just lift your hand a little bit higher. And that's Space Jam. Wait, what am I supposed to start with again? Oh, this trick's called, here's what it looks like. Okay. And the trick is called Space Jam.